Hello lovelies and welcome back. Alright, you ready for this one? Greek chicken meatball and lemon soup. Oh my god, this is one of my favourite soups. I've got a couple of Greek style recipes coming up because there's just a couple I absolutely love. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to make chicken meatballs. So what we need for them is 500 grams of chicken mince. We need parsley and oregano, 1 egg, 2 spring onions, and half a cup of breadcrumbs. Now if you haven't got any breadcrumbs and you want to make your own dried breadcrumbs, I've got a video on here somewhere for crumbed calamari, and at the beginning I show you how to make your breadcrumbs. Okay, once we've got those out, the first thing we've got to do is chop up a tablespoon of parsley and a tablespoon of oregano, and we want to chop our 2 spring onions nice and thin. Alrighty, once that's done, we want to get out a large bowl. We want to get our 1 egg, crack it in there, and we want to whisk it up with a fork. Now we want to add our chicken mince, and we just want to break it up and put it in there. Now we add our oregano and parsley, our spring onion, and our breadcrumbs. And then we want to mix it all in really well together. Alright, so really take the time to mix it in well with a fork. Okay, once we've done that, we want to get a plate out and a tablespoon measurement. Now we want to get tablespoonfuls like that. And we want to roll them into balls and stick them on the plate. Once we've done that, we want to chuck them in the fridge for 10 minutes. Then we need to get a plate with some paper towel ready and set that aside. And now either you get a large frying pan and cook them all up at once, or a small one and do them in batches. Okay, we want to stick our frying pans on medium, a little bit of olive oil or whatever oil you can get your hands on. Okay, now we want to cook these for approximately 5 minutes, and we want to keep turning them all the time so we can try and get that really nice colour on them all over. So we don't need to cook them all the way through to the middle because the soup will do that at the end. So you just want to keep turning them once every minute until we've got a beautiful on all the sides. Once we've got them looking gorgeous, we want to set them aside. Okay, so this recipe is for 4 servings, so that works out to roughly 5 meatballs per serve. Now, if you've got really big eaters in your family, you can absolutely double the whole recipe. Alright, so the next step, what we're going to need is we need 75 grams of spaghetti, which works out to be a handful like that, okay? Now we want to grab a bowl and we want to break them into roughly 5 centimetre lengths. 1 brown onion, and we want to chop that up nice and small. Once we've done that, we now need 1 litre of chicken stock, which is equal to 4 cups of chicken stock. Alright, the next thing we do is get out a big saucepan. Now we want to stick our saucepan on medium. We want to add a little bit of olive oil or whatever oil you've got. Now we want to add our chopped onion, and we want to stir it around and cook it for a couple of minutes until the onion is see-through. Okay, a couple of minutes later we want to add our 1 litre of chicken stock, or our 4 cups. Now we add our meatballs and our broken spaghetti. Now we want to bring it up to the boil, and as soon as it starts to boil, we want to turn it down to a simmer. We want to put the lid on and we want to simmer it for approximately 10 minutes until our meatballs are cooked through and the spaghetti is just cooked perfect. Now stir it a couple of times nice and gently while you're waiting for it to boil, and then once you've got it on the simmer with the lid on, give it a good stir every few minutes just to keep the spaghetti off the bottom while it's cooking. Now while that's simmering away doing its thing, we want to juice 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. Okay, I like using a little strainer thingy, they're really handy. You can get it at the IGA or anywhere. Okay, I'll just measure out 1/3 of a cup. So I've got lemons off my tree, which means they're way more juicier than if you would buy them. I used 1.5 lemons. Now that 1/3 of a cup of juice we want to put into a jug. And now we can leave that jug sitting there with our lemon juice in it. Get 2 eggs ready and a whisk, and we've got that all ready to go when the soup's ready. Alrighty, when our soup is almost ready, we want to get 2 eggs and put it into our lemon juice. And we want to give it a really good whisking. Now as soon as our spaghetti is ready, we want to take the soup off the heat, but leave the heat on because we need to put it back on for a couple of minutes. Alright, and then we need to get a 1 cup measurement out, and we need to get out 1 cup of the juice. Now with our 1 cup of our soup juice, we want to whisk it into the egg. It doesn't matter if it's got all the onion and spaghetti in it, you can't not help that. Okay, once we've whisked it all in really well, we want to put our soup back on the stove top. Now we want to gently pour it in slowly, and really, I'm sorry I'm going to be in your way, and just keep mixing really gently until the whole lot's poured back in there. I'm sorry you won't be able to see much, but once we've done it, our gorgeous soup looks like that. Now we want to cook it for a couple of minutes, stirring it very gently until it just thickens a little bit, and we're ready to serve up. So basically we want to bring it back up to a simmer and then stir it for a couple of minutes, and then off she comes. And there you have it, lovelies. Chicken meatball lemon soup. Oh, it is so heartwarming and yummy. Oh, it's heaps fun to make. It is really easy if you just break it up into sections like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome day. I'll see you soon. Bye.